Did you ever go for a long walk in the park, watch a beautiful sunset, and think to yourself, I don't know if my drug dealer is coming? My therapist asked if I've been having any paranoid thoughts lately. As if I'm going to tell that CIA son of a bitch anything. I saw a guy with a tattoo that said Leviticus 18:22, which, as we all know, is the verse in the Bible which reads, "You shall not lie with a man as you would with a woman, for that is despicable." Which made me think, you know, getting a tattoo about gay sex has got to be about the gayest thing that a person can possibly do. It did make me want to get a tattoo. My tattoo is going to say Leviticus 19:28, "You shall not cut your flesh for the dead or make any tattoo marks upon your body. I am the Lord." That last part is in all caps, which is why I had to say it that way. God is such a boomer, putting random parts of his sentences in all caps like that. God is such a boomer. He worked for 6 days, 6,000 years ago, and immediately retired, and he looks down on us.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're in transition mode. This is the intrusive thought song. Oh fuck, I think I'm singing it wrong. If you know what I mean, won't you sing along? This is the intrusive thought song.
Oh my God.
Now I'm driving to work in the morning, but if I swerve my car without warning, not that that would be okay, but I think about it almost every day, and I'm not trying to get too wordy, but 65 plus 65 is 130, and I'm not gonna, but I could. This is the intrusive thought song. It gets worse when I'm hitting the bong. If you know what I mean, won't you sing along? This is the intrusive thought song. I have really bad self-talk sometimes, which I think is probably because I'm such a fucking piece of shit. Now I'm lying in bed and I'm thinking about some embarrassing thing 6 years ago, and if I had it all to do it over again, well, I could have and I should have, and I'm wishing that I would have, which is why now I'm on stage with a microphone, and I have to be liked by everyone, be liked by ladies, be liked by sirs, but I just know so many slurs, and I'm not gonna. Everybody, this is the intrusive thought song. Oh fuck, I think I'm going too long. If you know what I mean, won't you sing along? This is the intrusive thought song. I had a real come to Jesus moment the other day. Woo! Anyone else into crucifixion porn? I was out walking the other day, I saw a guy playing the cello. I was like, that's weird, there's a guy playing the cello out here, but as I got closer, I realized it was just a really small guy playing the violin wrong. I got pulled over on my way to work the other day. The cop says to me, he says, "I'm gonna let you go because you're on your way to work and nobody wants to work anymore," he says to me. And I said to him, "Well, you could get a real job." And then I gave him the white people secret handshake and he let me go. And the white people secret handshake, for those of you who are wondering, it's when one person goes for a handshake and the other person goes for a fist bump. You try to turn it into a high five, and you end up settling for a one-armed hug. Did you hear about the explosion at the circus? 17 clowns were killed. Fortunately, they only needed one hearse. I was raised to believe that violence is never the answer, which really fucked me over on this crossword puzzle I was doing. Whenever I find myself in a difficult situation, I like to ask myself, what would Zeus do? And then I turn into a swan and have sex with the problem. People have a lot of moral judgments about serial killers. No one talks about the hustle. Ed Gein had a belt made of human nipples, okay? That takes commitment and follow-through. If that would have been me, I would have got to a certain point and I would have been like, I feel like I can be content with a wristband made of nipples. Not Ed. He was out there every night following his dreams. Inspirational. Did you hear about the autistic porn star? Loves trains. My phone is spying on me all the time. I hate it. It's getting to the point where I can't even make an innocent joke about bombing a federal building without getting these targeted ads for ammonium nitrate. It's a difficult time to be an American. We're all feeling it. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. People say not everyone is proud to be an American, but America is still a great country. Some of my favorite people are from here, and and it's not like other countries don't have problems. Take England, take Britain. History of a ton of terrible stuff. But England also gave us the Beatles. What other country could have given us the Beatles and it would have been the same thing? Imagine if the Beatles had been a German band. How different a song Hey Jude would have been. Radically not the same thing. I'm Jewish. I feel like I should say that I'm Jewish before I do the Holocaust joke, but it didn't because I don't look super Jewish, So I do have to I look like I look like when Shrek got turned into a human, And so I do have to say it first. Okay, good. I learned about a trend where people are filming themselves having sex inside of self-driving vehicles on the highway. Yeah, the bloopers are horrific. I think Ryan's gonna come back up here. Ryan's gonna come back up here. You're gonna? Okay, I'll do another one. I get along really well with chameleons. I think it's probably because a chameleon's facial expression is exactly how I feel all the time. The last time I was hanging out with a chameleon, he was like...
Yeah.